Welcome back to Shapez 2. My name is Nilaus and we are continuing on our glorious journey. I love this factory. Now this factory looks very much like, you know, the factories that are in the trailer. And when I watched the trailer before the launch, I was like, I don't get how we're going to get these kind of factories. I just don't think that they make sense. Now also things that don't make sense now, I just noticed that this capacity is not full pipes. I really wish there was like utilization here somehow. It feels like that would be valid to have that, but anyway, more wishes for things to come. These can easily be consolidated onto one pipe. That would actually be easier. So, you know, there are some things, but I had a lot of stuff to do. So what are we going to do today? Well, I have a few options. First of all, I need to click this so you don't go crazy from the blinking in the corner. We want to get operator levels. There are two ways. Well, now we have this one produced at 4 trains, and this one is also at 4 trains. These two are not at 4 trains, so I could build those in our new setup, but you know, we just did that. So I think I want to go back to this one and work on some of these tasks, because we still have our task builder, and just see how our what is it called, our build is actually functioning, these two builds here, and just get a sense of, is it working? Of course it's working, but how fast are we going? This thing here is of course going into is learning pins. We'll do that maybe in the next episode, but I am not in any kind of rush. I really want to get through some of these tasks. I know someone was like, oh, do you know that you can't skip the task? Of course I know I can skip the task. They're all available except for the ones that are crystallizing, but no, we'll get to that. We'll get all the way through, don't worry. But I really want to see how we can perform sort of in a little bit of a speed context with these things here. So that's going to be a setup, and these are all they've been idle for a while, so they are, yeah, they're saturated. Let's see. So the thing I want to do is I want to take that and that, because we'll have 2 locations to build, so we're going to be building 2 at the same time. And I'm going to be building this basically from level 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going in here. That's how I do this, and then we just need to figure out if we can how we do this the best way. All right, so the first thing is we are going to be cutting a corner of the square. That is, oh damn, I can't shift tab to go backwards. That one is okay, and then I need to turn north, of course, and figure out that needs to be rotated by 50, oh, by 180. There we go. And then I need the diagonals of the wedges. Okay, so I have the diagonal, not the splitting diagonal, but actually this one there. And then I'm going to see which diagonal it's retaining. It is retaining the correct one. And then I need a single spike, which is here. And is that correct? That is correct location. Great. And then I just need to merge these together in the cleanest possible way. And then that is over by 6. I'm going to tag that, and then I am going to tag that, and then you're going to go in here, in and in. There we go. We should have the complected shape out here, and then we get our little train. We need to rebuild our little train. The one thing I don't really have good blueprints for is actually train stations, and it kind of bothers me a little bit. But it's also like I don't really know what exactly I want from trains. Like obviously this is a nice little build. There. Super easy to do this, and we'll just check it one more time here. Does it look correct? Yes, it does. There. So that's the first one. Then we go down to the other one and then start on the next to see if we can get that. And I'm going to start... I kind of want to start that way, even though it makes less sense. Because then I kind of can just work left to right. That just makes more sense. Okay, so this one, I am going to also do some little bit of coloring. I'm going to need 1 tile from that. So we're going to be cutting you. And we're going to cut the wedge as well. And then let's look at locations. Oh, I'm going to turn north as well. That one is the correct location, and the other one needs to be turned 180. And there. And then I need to merge them. Here. And then I need to paint. And also I should address something if we look at our paint. So there was a really good comment. Like, this one is a brilliant thing, I think. Yes, they come out from different... Oh, hold on, that's not it. There's a better one. That actually needs to be taken out. That one. Yes. So why is this one better? Because it basically says one of them comes in and goes out, and the other one is merging from both sides. Both sides is really important because that gives us a lot of flexibility. And then I also built this one, which is a collected one, which is not pretty, but it takes... But the thing is, this is exactly the same. This is exactly the same. And you know what? I have to prove it to you. And... this... let's see. Okay. Yeah, I need to do it, but I don't want to put that in here. There. I'm going to do it this way. That one and that one. And... there. So that gets the red and the green inbound, and then it adds the blue, and then it comes out as white. That's so much nicer to just take the one blueprint and then use it twice instead of taking 2 different blueprints. So that means we need to clean up our blueprints and just only use this one. This is so good that it's perfect. I get to use it more. So just put 2 of these aft in sequence, and then it'll be at 1 by 2. Oh, damn it. I kind of missed that. We wanted to do coloring here. There, and that's the coloring. And then I needed green for the color. I wanted to actually be done with this before, but nope. And then I need my little train. Yeah. Little train coming in. There we go. And let's have a look. Oh, I can't see it because it's not designed yet. This one is the right shape, and then we'll just trust that it turns green correctly. So we just build it like that. And this one goes in there. Perfect. So that's done. And we'll just look at the coloring here. Right, I turned it the wrong way. So just flipping it. It's because the lower one and one to the right, they're coming in at the same time. And then the other side is coming in from the other side. Because I wanted to be able to go side by side or from below and the side. And I just flipped them. But you got it. It works. Great. Awesome. Now let's go back to the previous one here. And there we have our little train. We cut that out. And then we put it out here. So now they need to go. Okay, that was way too fast. This one is working, but we need to work on this one. What do we need now? On top, we need 2 more. The bottom level is the same. So the next one is going to be just a diagonal. Come on, let's save. Autosave is really slow. That is... We just want a diagonal of the circle. That's down here. There. And then I need to see if it is it's the right one. Then I need to color it red. And it's 7. There. Color red, and red is over here. That's red. And that will then be attached on top of the one that comes from here, and that means the one that comes from up. Flip, and then inbound, and you. There we go. And this one will be, yep. And then I need to do exactly the same down here. And just don't color it. Yeah. And you go in. And then I get my little train. And that needs to be flipped. Flipped. There. That should be fine. Can we just confirm? And does that look correct? Looks correct. Love how easy it is. And we can then go back and do the next one. I love that we can just go here again. We start by taking the train out and moving it a little bit down. So what is it, the next thing? It is basically the same shape, but now also with some spikes. Okay, not a problem. That means all of this is something we actually have there. I'm not gonna do that because this will be that'll be that one, and that'll be this this wedge, and then we need the 2 spikes. So that's gonna be the 2 spikes. Spikes are coming here, and the spikes, they are correctly positioned. Good. So we don't need any turning. Interesting. And then it's just merging together there and there. Inbound and inbound. And then I need to merge what we just built previously here. Oops. Wow. In there. And then that should be not correct, because I did it the wrong way. Yeah. And that goes in. And this one out. Get better now? Yes, better. And where's our little train? Train's here. And I flip it. And it is inbound. And we immediately got that one. Alright, let's figure out why the other one didn't complete in the meantime. Because I feel that it should have. Is it not the correct one? It is the correct one. Okay, so just a bit of wait. There we go. We got 1 train inbound because the trains are 1,000 for each package. So they just need basically 1 train going in here. And we can now go up to this one. We start by taking our trains out. And, well, maybe not. Let's see. This is now 1, 2... There's still 3 floors. What is the difference? The bottom floor is the same. The middle floor now needs that wedge also turned red. Okay, so we just take this one out. And we kind of get that one sort of moved over here because it can come in a little bit later. I also don't want that. So that is... Middle floor is currently only the circles, but then I also need the wedges there. And they need to be turned. Just a little bit. There. Yes. Yep. And then that needs to be merged together. Let's do that here. And there. So that gets us the correct shape. Yes, it does. And then I need the coloring. That's here. And I guess I'll do it that way since that's where we come in. And you are going to be taking the new one top and like that, right? That should be it. Yes, except that now, of course, it also needs to move on to the next level, and that means all of this. Just need to remove all the tags, and then we can actually get you. Oops. That one. Oh, that's perfect. That one got completed. And I'm going to put that here because that was actually not a change at all. And let's see if I can see what comes out at this point. Does that look correct? It looks very much like what we want. Perfect. And we get the other one. Boom. And let's go build that down here. So now what we want to do, it's exactly the same shape. We just need something on top of it. That means this is the shape is good. Great. I love that. That's the easiest part. And then we're going to get... I feel that we've done this before. Haven't we? Wasn't that... No, it's... Oh, right. This is actually interesting. It's 3 wedges and 1 circle. Ah, that's important. So we need a new blueprint. And that's also something we have. We have this one that cuts out 1. So that place it on the wedge part here. I love this one. This is such a cool one. If you just look at it flow through. Because what's really important is when you do these kind of things, you have to make sure that they flow correctly. And therefore that splitter here at the end is making sure that that they continue on the same flow. Otherwise they can get a little bit synchronized if you sort of like bounce this off and merge it to something else. But we are getting, oh, it's actually exactly the same, the right shape. So even better. Then we're going to be cutting a corner. That's this one. for that. And then let's see if this is in the top right. Then we just need to rotate it here. And then merge it together. And let's do that here. That's good. And then let's do that one more time, because we need to put the stuff we already have. Yeah. Whoops. That one. And then into our train. And we're just gonna look at this one to see. Oh, it's supposed to turn green. Oh no. Well, that's easy to fix. I'm gonna remove you here. I'm gonna remove, yeah, let's remove that. And then I turn it green there. And I'm gonna get the color. I wonder, always when I do these kind of things, and I'm always like, oh, I wonder what complaints people will have. Because there will always be something like, oh my god, you're cheating and this is no fun, or why didn't you just... And it's totally fine. But I'm always just kind of trying to anticipate, oh no, I lost my train. Anticipate what could be point of contention. And it's usually not what I think. Sometimes I know that it's a little bit of the same thing, but generally... Oops, that one needs to go up. Sometimes it's something I could have done better. Sometimes it's not clicking on stuff here. Sometimes it's about sounding drunk when I was recording. That's crazy. I'm not drunk. Maybe a little bit sleepy sometimes. There we go. And let's see. Does that look like the right shape? It is the perfect shape. Perfect. Now we just need to wonder why the other one is not coming in, because we feel that should have been in, right? It's the right... Oh, okay. It's very, very close to launching. There we go. And that got in here, and then there. So this one takes 3,000. Each of these 1,080. So that will get us the 3,000 we need. The other one is 3,650. So that means actually it's a full train plus a little bit more. But in this case, we just take this out, and then we wait for this to come in, and then we'll do the next step of this. Come on, give me the bloom, 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 because it jumps in here. You should be jumping in. Oh no. Oh, I cut the train out. Oh no, why do I do this? Oh, I cut the train, so I have to restart it. Well, anyway, that's only me who has to wait, not you. This time I managed to not delete the train before it actually reached the destination. There we go, we reached the destination. And we can now look at the next one. So that means we are adding a red wedge there to level 3 and a red wedge at the top level. So now I can take my train out. There we go. We'll just bounce you down here because that's where we're going to need it. So that means at level 3, which is this one, where we currently just have that. Then before we add this, that means we take all this out. The first 2 levels are the same, yes. But it's only the 3rd level that gets changed here, which means I now need also a wedge shape here. And that will be... These are a little bit small. That needs to be rotated here, and then it needs to be merged. Oh, the other one got completed. There. No, they do not need to be merged yet, because they are actually... This one has to be colored, so I need to color them first. So this color, and then I get the red color. That's the only color we need for this one. There, so that becomes red, and then I can merge it back in. That is going to be here. And go in. Go in. Let's have a look. Does it spawn yet? No, it doesn't spawn because we don't have the blues yet. That one. And then I do again. But this is not going to be complete, because now at this point... Are you coming? Are you coming? Yes, you're coming. We just need that red wedge here. Also on the final level. That is wedge, and it needs to be red. Here, and that is a mystery why you're here. Oops. Still not working on the new version yet. And that should be I'll just delete this so we see that it's right. It is... Yes, it's the right location for that. And then I go... This now needs to be on top. Well, that's not working, is it? Here. And you. And then my little train. Here. And can I see what comes out? Yes. Does that look correct? I think it looks correct. So, another one completed. And in you go, little train. Onwards to the next. That's actually the final one down here. That's pretty cool. And that is another level. So we take our train out and put that down here. Good. So let's have a look. All the other layers seem to be perfect. So I just need that level. That is a wedge and a square that I need triangles for. Or there. So I need it for the squares and I need it for the wedges. And then one of them has to be rotated. That is this one. You rotate it, and they need to be red, both of them. But after, that means after merging. Yeah. And then I get it colored. And then I drag the colors over. Oops. Yeah. And then I drag the other thing over here. That will be, yeah, because this one needs to be placed on top. And good. And then our little train. Inbound. There. Okay. And let's see if that actually works here. Can you get a... Yes. I like it. I don't think there's anything sort of further down that's been changed. So that train is also done. Here comes the train. And whee! Jump. Ba-dam! And then it's back to the last one. But this last one is actually quite complicated compared to the previous one. Because there's a lot of changes here. So now we need to go all the way back to the front. This is why this pattern is so valuable, because the bottom level now needs a green tab here, and this also needs a green tab. I think this was uncolored before, so we now need to see that spike needs to be green. That changes a lot of things, doesn't it? There we go. We'll just take you out. So now I need to make sure that this one can actually be covered and turned green. Let's do that one, and then I will... let's see. Let's see. This is the only thing that needs to be colored on this level, so that's actually easy. Here. Then I just get it over to that side. Okay, autosave starting to take a little bit of time. There we go. So that gets colored. Then I need... I can then take this one back. Nope. There. And you're gonna go back in. So does that get us green in this one? Does that get us what we want? I don't think it can generate... It can't generate preview until the liquid gets in here. There we go. So now it should be able to generate the preview. Come on, preview. There you go. You can always just sometimes trigger it by just making a little bit of change so it does something. Okay, so that is good. Then that goes over to the next one, which will then be invalidated anyway. There. So the second level, does that have any changes? Nope, that's a full red one. Yes. So the third level, though I will need to do all of that. Just remove all this. Okay, the third level is... This one is uncolored and I want it green. So I'll just put a little coloring machine in here. And then get it green. Well, takes a little bit more space than ideally, but it's super easy to make. And then I'm going to just take all of this out. Just press I to delete it so that we make sure that there is little to none of the residuals here. Also here, that one residual. And are these coming in now? Nope, they're not coming in correctly. So this one still needs to be deleted. I just want to make sure that the stuff that comes in this is correct. And there is no legacy in here. There we go. And then all of that is going out. And all of this is going out. And then I don't think there's anything more. No. And then actually my little train can go back. There. That means anything that comes in now should be correct. Let's have a look at this. If it can generate, it can generate. And there are now 2 of them that are turned green. Excellent. What's more worrying is... Oh, this one, I was about to say, this one isn't getting any progress, but it is actually getting progress. It just got all of it except for the last one. So we'll just wait for that one. And then we actually got this completed. This is the final step of this ladder. And then we can get to the final step of the next ladder here. There. And then we just start out by taking our little train out because that needs to be shifted out. Okay, so, oh, that was actually completed. Never mind. Well, that was easy. Then we can just clean this up. And then we just wait for the last one to get in. Huh. So now we've got the last load here. And what I wanted to show you with this was how efficient this setup is. It keeps being fed. I can just build it. It took 30 minutes to build 2 complete milestones. I'm just looking at my own timer here. There we go. That was just completed. So that means basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5. These are all only available or only needed when it comes to... oh, this will get to color mixing. And once we get to color mixing, it goes all the way down to... No, that one has pins. I think this is the last one that doesn't have pins. Yes, correct. And then that means we can get all the way up to 27. And we're at 17. Alright, so basically what I could do is like make 5 episodes of just doing this. But I just don't think that's really what any of us want. I wanted to show you how efficient it was now that we have the system set up. But in the next episode, we'll do the pin cushioning. But what I'll also be doing is I will do a little bit of a blitz because hey, this one can now push. We want to get it to at least level 100 soon enough, and I think that if we get some of... Oh right, this operator level has nothing to do with the milestone. The milestones but will give us platform units. That's what we primarily need. We don't need it for research points unfortunately, but I'd like it to for the platform points because we're really running out of platform points. Remember when we built this... Oh dear, where are you? This one, this whole thing here cost 1500 or 1900 plus of course all the feeding materials out here as well. Like if you want to just take that all together, then just kind of get us into 5000 area. So yeah, we need more platform units if we want to scale this up and do that for all the operator milestones. So with that, those blueprints that I've used, you saw that I didn't do any design. All my blueprints are at this point pretty much ready. There will of course be crystallizers, there will be pin pushers. There'll be more stuff, and then there'll be circuits later on. But at this point, we have all the basic blueprints that we need for all the normal operations. And yeah, so it's just using them. And remember, those are available to patron supporters. This is kind of my gift to the people who are helping support the channel. So thank you very much, everyone who's supporting the channel. It means the world to me. And without you, it just wouldn't be possible to run a channel like this. So that's a little present. Save games and blueprints. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for following. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care. And as always, stay effective.